You got the whole world in your hands. 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 You have all the higher frequencies, all the higher benevolent frequencies, benevolent ancestors, all the higher frequencies working in your favor. All the energies are literally like curating the perfect space for opportunities. Like right now is such a fertile time for you, for this collective. I'm on a walk right now, getting my nature in, and I literally, as soon as I like got into the woods, completely surrounded by trees, I heard, right now is such a fertile period for you. Like you can literally attract, call in. I'm staying away from the word manifest, but you can literally attract, walk toward, call in anything your heart desires right now. And I'm making this message also for myself. Like I'm listening as I'm speaking, because I know that for me, it's not hard to manifest, and I've seen myself. I've seen glimpses of my power, and it was like a little bit more distance, but between each like occurrence, but now it's very few in between. Like it's becoming back to back. So I'm with you. But one thing that we as a collective have to figure out, and maybe even writing it down would help us. What exactly do you actually want? Look at this tree. Oh, it's such a good tree. But what do you actually want out of life, you know? What are you walking toward? Because I know you. I know you like I know me. Like you're ambitious as fuck. And we've had to learn how to be ambitious in a healthy way, not let ourselves overwork and not honor ourselves, honor our rest periods. Because that's just as important as action, as movement. You know. And I got a feeling that you had to learn the hard way like I did. But a good chunk of you, like some of you didn't have to learn the hard way. It was just something that you kind of came to a conclusion about. Look at this nature. Look at this nature. So this is a very fertile period, and I feel like a good chunk of you can feel the fertility within yourself. And I'm not just talking childbirth either. I'm talking opportunities, however you see fit. Look, y'all. Out here getting this nature in, boy. But this is you, though. This is you. You started a whole new space of revegetation. So your world is as fertile as the land between a creek or adjacent to it. Anyway, I feel that this is kind of just a reminder for you, because I know that you can sense your power. I know that you've been seeing like small glimpses of your power. So I know that this is a very fertile period for you. You just have to focus your ideas, focus your intention, so that your power is going somewhere directly and not just kind of like floating around. Look, y'all, look at this tree. Oh my God. I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm so glad to be talking to you here and now. So grateful to like be speaking to you. And to be a vessel to remind you of how great you are. But yeah, you really do have to focus. And I know this as well, because I spent some time kind of trying to figure out, like, ooh, ow. You know, when things don't work out the way that you planned them in your mind, in the beginning stages, ooh, working through a cramp right now. Oh, fuck. Ow. Oh. Look at these mushrooms. Love that. Oh my God. In the beginning stages of like trusting your intuition and like really entering flow state, it's normal to question like why things aren't working out the way that you planned them and so. But you come to a like a space of being, a mindset where you realize that things are working in your favor when they don't work out. Like, you're always winning. You're always winning, even when it seems like you've lucked out. You can't do that. It's you we're talking about. You're so fucking magical. You're so fucking magical. Oh, it's the worst thing when you gotta take a shit and you're out in the middle of the woods, but not backwoods, so you can't just stop and shit because there's people around. Anyway. So in those spaces of trying to figure out why things didn't work out, it kind of reminds us to go back to the drawing board. And that's something I've been hearing too. Go back to the drawing board. Because the ideas that you had when you were 16, you're not even the same person that you were as a teenager. So your ideas are allowed to change. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to change like your goals. You're allowed to pivot. Definitely. Like, do that. Do that. Shoot, more often than not, if you feel like you just need to start over. That's something that I've done a lot. I've started over a lot. And honestly, I'm kind of still in the space of like going back to the drawing board and figuring out what it is I actually want to experience. Because in a way, like, I'm already living in my greatest desire. Like, I'm very much more at peace now. And y'all, I'm gonna relay what was relayed to me. Something's happening in like the next, I just heard 3 years. So if that resonates, take that. But what I originally heard from another channeled message was 3 months from then. But I'm hearing 2 to 3 years. Something's gonna change for you real big in 2 to 3 years. And I know that might seem distant, that might seem far, but you know, like I know, time ain't even real, and it should be flying if you really want to pay attention to it. So take some time. If you're not meditating, I would advise you to meditate or go for a walk. This is a space of meditation for me, movement, you know. Some of y'all really need to start working on your core, deep core strength, opening your hips, honestly, kind of just restarting your body. Maybe get into breath work if you're not familiar. All of these things will help you regulate your nervous system so you can be a clean, clear vessel, and your ideas will flow fluidly, and you'll be able to have more clarity on what it is you actually want to experience. And even prepare yourself to possibly, oh, this is so nice, to possibly experience something that you thought you always wanted. you know, like something that you thought was like your character arc, like your whole life's purpose. Be prepared to experience that, and then what's the word? Like, be prepared to experience that and then realize that that's not even what you wanted. That has happened to me so many times when I'm telling y'all that I started over, more times than I can count. And in the beginning, the first few times I started over, I was just like, I'm like not on the same path. I gotta be on the path of alignment. But you know, by now especially, but if you feel uneasy about this knowing, let me remind you that you can't be like, you can't at this point in your journey take yourself out of alignment unless you like intentionally do something that like invites in old ways, old habits, old thought patterns, ultimately making you relive situations that an older version of yourself already experienced, but with a new consciousness, which would be more miserable than the first time around because you already learned the lesson. But you're experiencing now because of your fear. So don't let fear be in the driver's seat. Give fear some snacks, give it a juice box, and tell it just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride. Life is not, y'all, life is not about the destination. And if you've been called to watch this message and you're still watching at this point, like that's a huge lesson for you. And I'm actually working through that too. I used to be one of those people that lived for the next moment, the next accomplishment. But you're not going anywhere. Like, we're not going anywhere. Like, even when you do have clarity and you write down what you want to experience and you experience it, that's not something that's like outside of what you are and maybe even where you are. Like, there's a lot of beauty that is in where you are right now, and you just have to open your eyes to see it, change your perception, maybe even go outside more, socialize, talk to people, see what they think about where you are. Me personally, I didn't have any type of like true appreciation for the social aspect and like societal aspect of where I live. Definitely grateful for the nature, because I mean, you know, but seeing it through other people's eyes, even being open to that perception, has opened me up to be able to experience so much greatness where I am in my life right now. And I'm realizing that I didn't have to leave the country, leave the state, or do anything like majorly different to experience the love and life that I'm feeling right now in comparison to like a month ago, like this time last month. It's a completely different person. So I'm growing with y'all when I'm making these messages. I'm a part of this collective. I'm a part of this collective. Trust me. Trust your intuition, moreover. But I just want to emphasize that no matter where you go in the world, the only thing that ever really matters is right now. All you ever have is the right now, is the present. That's all you have. So if you're looking for joy, if you're looking for love, if you're looking for these grand experiences that you think is going to ignite something different within you, I'm not saying that experiences aren't going to inspire you, but I'm saying that everything that you're looking for, trying to find outside of you, is deep within you. And it may not come out in a space of like stillness or meditation. Sometimes you just need to get active, you know? For me, it's been it's been a cycle of balancing when to be active and when to be still. So just know that what somebody else doing may not be what you need to do to get to where you're going. But you'll find a lot of peace accepting where you are, and you'll go a lot further, a lot faster by having joy for where you are. And I'm not even talking circumstantially, like physically where you are right now, just like in a mental space, because you know that everything is your reflection. What the fuck is this? You know that everything is your reflection. So when you change your perception, your environment changes. And you honestly probably have already changed your perception, and your environment, like every piece of your environment may not be reflecting that, but it will. It will. And it's frustrating to hear, be patient, but it's a good thing to learn to be patient when you don't necessarily want to be. So I love you so much. I feel like this message was a little bit all over the place, but it still got to the same like 2 or 3 points. I just found a plant that I haven't seen before, so I'm itching to take a picture of it. I love y'all so much. So much. Thank you for being patient with me, because I'm out here lifing and learning and growing, evolving, and all of that takes time. So don't be afraid to pull your energy back. Take your power back. Take your power back and do what you want to do. Ooh, I feel like that's a heavy part of this message. Go and do something that you want to do. My homegirl literally said that to me the other day. It's like, I was like, but what if y'all don't want to do that? She's like, but what do you want to do though? You need people like that around you. You need that. It's okay. And if you heard one of my past videos that was saying that like it's okay to disappoint people, I think it might have been my last video, but it's okay to disappoint people when you're choosing yourself. Some people are gonna have to be disappointed. It's okay, you know. If you ain't, especially if you're not being malicious with it, like that's just a part of life. But y'all, I gotta take a shit. I love you so much. Look at this plant. It's so different. It looks like an anime plant. Like it could just get up and start like bouncing. Anyway, take care of yourself. We'll talk soon.